Happy New Year, Andy. Happy New Year, buddy. Ooh, big yawn.
You heard that correctly. It is currently January 1st, 2026, and today it's another part in the top of the morning coffee marathon.
Overnight, we just got dumped with another bit of snow, and I'm just wondering, where was all this on Christmas Day? On Christmas Day, it was 55 Fahrenheit and raining, and then we get this on New Year's. Living in Ohio be like.
I want to apologize for some of the audio in this video. I'm using the vocal isolation mode for an iPhone's microphone, and it looks like it just added a ton of noise gating, so some of the audio is a bit scuffed. Real sorry about that. I'm not going to use that microphone mode anymore when I record with my phone. Okay, so today we're going to try chocolate Irish cream, and on the back it says, a rich and creamy coffee with a touch of Irish magic, silky chocolate with a pinch of sweetness creates this daily dose of luck in a cup. Super excited to try this. I've had some of Top of the Morning's other chocolatey offerings before, and they've always pretty much nailed it. But aside from birthday cake, there hasn't really been a Top of the Morning that's really like let me down, and even birthday cake didn't even really let me down that much. I guess I don't like birthday cake flavor in coffee. No fault to them. It's a medium roast, so it's a little more caffeinated than a dark, but not as caffeinated as a light. Which, you know, it's embarrassing to say, I didn't know that was a thing until September last year. Which is a weird thing to say now, because now I'm referring to September 2025. I didn't know that light roasts were more caffeinated than dark roasts. So this whole time, I'm like, oh yeah, I love dark roast because it gets me energized. And it's like, oh yeah, that one has the least amount of caffeine in it. Embarrassing to learn when you're 30 years old, but hey, we all learn at different speeds. I'm gonna go ahead and brew this. So one of my goals for 2026 is to watch more anime and honestly just watch more TV shows in general. My ADHD is at a point where like I have a hard time sitting down and like focusing on a singular like structured show. If it's like, you know, episode by episode, or if it's like 2 episode story arcs, like in Kamen Rider, for example, I can usually get through it. But if it's like a long arcing story over a season or multiple seasons, I have a hard time focusing and paying attention. That's just something I'm gonna try to force myself to do in the new year, is just actually pay attention to TV shows. Starting with anime. I am so behind on anime, it's insane. I just finally started season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. I watched the first 5 episodes, and then I think my friend Red said I have to watch the movie, Jujutsu Kaisen 0, and then watch the rest of season 2, so I gotta do that. Starting right at the tail end of 2025, I did start Chainsaw Man, and I did not expect to like it as much as I did. One of the things, honestly, is just like, I really like the animation. The animation's way cool. I like how gritty it feels. Chainsaw Man really feels like something that would have came out in like 2009 at the height of like the Xbox 360 piss filter. Like everything's gritty and film grainy and like golden for some reason. That's what it reminds me of. It also just like the level of violence and the blood. It reminds me a lot of like High School of the Dead. Chainsaw Man, as silly and goofy as it can get, it's way better written than High School of the Dead. No shade, but like High School of the Dead is really, really dumb. Chainsaw Man has its dumb moments, but it's really, really good. And I love that too. I love its balance of like emotional and then just really silly. It kind of helps that Denji is a bit of a dickhead. You're not supposed to like him, that's the point. But you know, with Gen Z's media literacy just plummeting every single day, people are gonna look at it and be like,
he's a horny teenager, that's bad. You're bad for putting him in the main character spot.
I give up on people's media literacy anymore. Anyway, Chainsaw Man's really good. I literally just finished it not 3 minutes ago. If you've got Crunchyroll or other means of watching it, I can't endorse legally, but they exist. Give it a watch. It's really good. Especially if you're like nostalgic for like 2009, 2010 era like shonen anime. If you like that like level of grit and film grain, like I was saying, especially in like zombie media at the time, then I think you'll really like Chainsaw Man. Yeah, so now I think I just have to watch the Chainsaw Man movie, and then I'm looking at my watch list on Crunchyroll right now. I gotta watch the Jujutsu Kaisen movie, like I mentioned, and then finish season 2. But yeah, I'm excited to just go through here. I really need to just blast through JoJo's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm still in the middle of Stardust Crusaders, and I started watching JoJo's like 3 or 4 years ago at this point. It's embarrassing. I'm gonna restart Solo Leveling because I saw the first 5 episodes earlier this year when I got my hair dyed blue, and I really liked those episodes, but I just never finish it because, again, the ADHD just makes it so where I just have a hard time. I still have My Hero Academia on here because I've watched up through season 4. Now that My Hero's actually over, maybe I'll jump back in and watch the last couple of seasons, but I'm not really feeling it. I gotta watch Akira. I've never seen that, surprisingly. Demon Slayer, I might give one more chance, and if it can't hook me, this would be the 4th time I've started Demon Slayer, by the way. If it can't hook me, then I'm done. I'm not gonna try anymore. I don't know why, but like the first several times I've tried watching Demon Slayer, I just can't get into it. I would get like several episodes in, not watch it for a bit, restart, several episodes in, not get into it, to start again. The 3rd time, I got way farther than the first 2 times. I actually got to, I think, like episode 12 or something. And then again, I don't know what it is about Demon Slayer, man. Those first 3 times, I just could not get into it. So I'm trying one more time. And also, because I don't want this section of the video to go super long, I'm gonna finally watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, because I read the Full Metal Alchemist manga, not all the way, but I was super into the manga when it was coming out. But I never watched either of the anime series that they made of it. So I'm gonna watch FMA Brotherhood. And just as a reminder, fuck Vic Mignogna. I've already prepped my mug with the requisite amount of sugar, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pour it in. Oh yeah, that's a good pour sound. I know I've already put sugar in, so it won't be a completely fair test, but I will drink it without adding cream or sugar first, just to see what's going on. There's a lot of steam coming off this. I just turned off the coffee maker. It just finished brewing, so pray for my tongue. Holy shit. Like, I could smell the chocolate as it was brewing. Holy shit, that chocolate is strong, boy. I'm going in for another. God damn, that chocolate just pierces through everything. I don't know what's Irish about it. It is pretty creamy too, just by itself. So it is a chocolate cream is what it tastes like. God damn, you could probably just drink that completely black with maybe some sugar added for enhancement. Did they just like grind chocolate covered coffee beans? They would have to, right? to get that flavor. I'm just gonna add a little bit of whole milk because I don't have any neutral creamers or anything, so I'm gonna have to start getting I used to get this like unflavored powdered creamer. I think it was Coffee Mate brand. I don't know, I just got it down at the gas station a bunch. It doesn't last very long because I tend to use a lot of it. That's why I stopped getting it in the first place. But I used to get it a lot because I had no taste. It had no flavor. It just creamed your coffee. Maybe I should start getting that again. But yeah, I don't have any like French vanilla. All I have is hazelnut mocha macchiato, hazelnut carrot, something. It's a hazelnut something. It would completely change the flavor profile of this coffee. So with just a little bit of milk added, and now that I'm properly stirring in the sugar, we'll see what happens. That should be good enough. The coffee's looking pretty creamy already, so let's give it a taste. Oh, it's like drinking a mocha. That you don't have to add any of the hot chocolate powder for your mocha. You could just drink this and it's fine. This is probably the best that Top of the Morning has to offer. Like right up there with Midnight Oil. There was the chocolate hazelnut that they had that was fucking excellent if I remember correctly. This is right up there in the podium. So like my top 3, still the top is Midnight Oil just because it's good for everybody. Everybody can enjoy Midnight Oil, especially if you like dark roasts like I do. And then it's the chocolate hazelnut, and then it's chocolate Irish cream, man. I know it sounds like I'm glazing Top of the Morning. They really have not had a miss out of their entire lineup that I've tried so far. Not really a miss, except for the birthday cake, but that's a me thing. You might like the birthday cake flavor. I don't know. Yeah, this is just God damn, they did it again. So yeah, if you want to get a bag of this for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description. Thank you guys so very much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing. If you want to get some Shadowsense merch, you can go to shadowsense.xyz. And also, follow me and subscribe to a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/shadowsense1. I've been streaming a lot more recently, so follow me over there. Watch me play some video games. Mostly RPGs this time around. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. I did the thumbs up first instead of the peace sign. I've never done that before. New year, new me.